Last month, Henry and I were in Sedona, Arizona, visiting Henry's college roommate and hiking the beautiful Red Rock trails. The first day we hiked Coxcomb, about 8 miles with some slight elevation. Look at those views. The last day we hiked Bell Rock. Check out those views. In between we hiked Cathedral Rock, more elevation and more magnificent views. Our daughter Kathleen had recently hiked Cathedral and she said, "Mom, near the top it gets steep and then narrow and then there's a crevice, but if you take your time, you can do it." Steep, narrow, and crevice. Those words stuck in my head. Anyway, about halfway up the trail, we passed a very slight older gentleman. "Enjoy the view," he said. "Oh, do you live here?" "Yeah, for years." "So you've hiked Cathedral?" "Oh, 1,000 times." 1,000 times? Yup, and I'm 88 years old. "You can do it, girl. Don't be scared. It's all right here. Be courageous." I thought, well, if he can do it, I can do it. But as we climbed, the trail got steeper and then narrower, and then there was some hand-over-hand climbing, and that was before the crevice. And suddenly I thought, I don't want to do this. It was funny because I had just read one of those motivational messages that says, do something every day that scares you. And I remember thinking, I don't want to do something every day that scares me. I want to protect my nervous system. P.S. A couple of years ago, I slipped on ice and broke my wrist, and since then, I am highly motivated to stay upright. The guys were great. They said, no pressure, enjoy the view, we'll see you in an hour. So I stopped and took in the red rocks and decided, this is high enough for me. And I pondered, what is the difference between courage and confidence? A couple of days after we got home, I had coffee with a woman I really admire. She's a respected executive, very involved in the community, and makes big decisions regularly. And when I described my hiking dilemma, she said, you know, Tracy, part of being confident is knowing when to say no, not pushing yourself to prove something, not doing something every day that scares you. Confidence is knowing yourself well enough to decide what is right for you. Her comment clarified something I've been thinking about since the hike. Courage isn't just physical. Courage is speaking up when you disagree. It's starting a business. It's having difficult conversations. It's saying, I'm sorry, when you know you've made a mistake. Courage is often the first step, but confidence grows from taking that step and the one after that. Confidence is a verb. You know, you take action, make mistakes, adjust, refine, and repeat. And confidence also means wisdom, knowing your limits, what's right for you. Sometimes courage says, keep climbing. Sometimes confidence says, this is high enough for me. So for the next 30 days, pay attention to the moments when you're deciding whether to push forward or to pause. Ask yourself, where is courage calling me to step up? And where is confidence giving me permission to say, this is high enough? Real confidence isn't about proving something. It's about knowing yourself well enough to choose wisely. Thank you for watching.